Today on App Judgment, we take a look at the ancient art form of geocaching.
This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by Reebok ZigTech,
the energy drink for your feet.
Hello and welcome to App Judgment. I'm David Prager.
I'm Mauricio.
And he's on the hunt here because we're going to be talking about geocaching pretty much since the beginning of global positioning satellites.
Yeah, so it started back in actually the year 2000. So it's about 10 years old now. Yeah, geocaching is basically, well, maybe you could explain a little bit.
Well, geocaching is, since you're able to track your coordinates on the planet Earth thanks to the GPS satellites to latitude and longitude, pretty much covers the entire planet, people realize it'd be a fun little hobby to hide things at exact coordinates and have people go on treasure hunts to find the little stashes of what you put.
Yeah, it's really fun. I've been doing it for a while. And like you said, traditionally you use a GPS device, but hey, look, we have cell phones now with GPS and digital compass. So
and some computing power behind it.
That's right, that's right. So one of the leading websites that organizes some of these online caches, Groundspeak, has made an application, $9.99, where you can, it used to be where you had to like hook up your GPS to your computer via USB and transfer them over. Sometimes even worse, you just enter them manually. Well, now they're already preloaded. You obviously have internet access on your phone, so you can just kind of find nearby caches, which is really fun. So we actually did this recently here at Revision 3, grabbed a bunch of people.
In our urban playground.
In our urban playground. And we found one with a difficulty of 1 star and a terrain difficulty of 1 star.
What's the rating system across
So it's on a scale of 1 to 5, and basically that means the difficulty is how hard it is to find the actual cache.
So if it was at the top of Mount Everest, it would be 5 plus.
That would be 5 and 5. That would break the scale. And you know what? I am positive there's one up there. I'm almost positive there's one up there. You can check online. There's actually a map. It uses Google Map integration to see where all the caches are. But let's take a look at the app itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you first open the application, Geocaching, a Groundspeak project. We're looking at version 4.1.3. They've been around for a while, like I said. Lots of options here. We're going to focus on find nearby geocaches. So as you can see, we have a list here that popped up. Urban fishing, patch cache, early 70s cop films. See, a lot of these have sort of a thematic thing going on. New Sea, San Francisco, beer and better intentions. We actually looked for one that was 0.2 miles away, not too far. One of our little local parks happened to have one. So when you open it, you see the coordinates there, the difficulty setting, the terrain setting, and an option that says navigate to geocache. So the first thing we did was, boom, navigate. Now, again, I'm using the iPhone 4 right now, which has the digital compass, which means
it'll show you which way you're actually facing.
Yeah.
In addition to where it is on the map.
Exactly.
Overlaid.
Yeah. So you can see here, it's got your current position and the position of the geocache itself. So we actually handed our producer Raquel, a geocaching noob, the iPhone and had her sort of navigate us to the cache. Now, really, really fun. You know, you can see from here, from our video we shot, sort of the good time, that half of the fun is getting there. Half of the fun is finding the geocache. The geocache, finding the actual geocache is really fun, but getting to that point is something that I've always loved. Which brings me to one of my cons to this application. When you first open the app, and I'm sure you can probably change this in the defaults, but it immediately opens up the map. It used to be with the GPS where you just had, and I'm going to switch over to compass mode here. All it gave you was a compass and how far you were.
So it's almost more fun to have like a heat map versus just saying, here's the map, here's exactly where it is. It's almost too easy because of the power of the computer behind this thing.
Because as soon as you open the map, you know exactly where it is. Well, you get a general idea of what it is. As opposed to when you open the compass, you know it's 0.2 miles that way. That's fun.
Okay, so mapping technology combined with the information from the GPS satellite makes it almost too easy. It takes some of the fun out of it.
Like I said, half the fun is getting there. I've actually chained together a lot of geocaches. I'll collect about 5 or 10, load them all into the application and make sort of a sporting event out of it. I'll run from geocache to geocache or a bike from geocache to geocache. So it's really kind of a good opportunity to make this a physical activity.
That's great.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, we thought, why not go out on your treasure hunting adventure while wearing shoes from our sponsor, Reebok?
Thanks to Reebok for sponsoring the show this week. We've got some pairs of their new ZigTech shoes, and we've had a chance to cruise around in these bad boys for the past few days. The shoes are some of the most technically advanced running and training shoes around.
So seriously, everything about ZigTech footwear is designed to conserve energy. Traditional energy return is focused on vertical impact and the way your heel hits the ground. ZigTech works to cut down on overall energy use while transferring the energy you do expend back to your forefoot horizontally along the zigs, helping propel you forward while reducing wear and tear on your shins. And so I put these on and I went running with them, and I got to tell you, like, based on how this architecture works or just the padding here, it really almost feels like a springing forward motion to like propel you forward as you're running.
Right. I actually took these shoes out for, some runs after work, and the first thing I realized is that they're so light. Some shoes are just really clunky, and these felt really good on my feet. They have really good arch support, and so after my runs, I always felt really good. And so anyway.
And they're lookers too, because Stephanie kept getting stopped because people were admiring and looking at her shoes. But anyway, thank you so much to Reebok and ZigTech for sponsoring AppJudgment.
Thank you.
There's millions, not millions, but there's many hundreds, if not thousands, of these geocaches
There's
out
literally
there
hundreds of
with
thousands.
all kinds of different fun things, like either a logbook, or you're able to take photos with the app and show, you can access, if you've been there, you can see other people who've been there, which is kind of fun.
Exactly.
So you definitely, it's $10, but because of the fun level involved and the ability to do socialize with it as well, it's a definite download.
Oh, it's a definite download. The way I see it, $10 is nothing compared to the cheapest GPS device you can buy is $100. So, you've already got your phone, just slap it on there, just integrate it for $10, and you're done. So absolutely, definite download. I mean, did you enjoy the geocache that we did?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't have it yet, and I think I'll get it, for sure. And now, anytime I travel, I'll be like, oh, where's the nearest geocache if you're in a new city?
Right.
Yeah.
I know we immediately convinced Raquel, our producer, to, it's great for the holidays are coming up. You got friends and family, and especially little kids. It's like treasure hunting. There's what's especially great about the geocaching community is sort of the ethics and fun.
You can
behind
leave a little
it.
treasure, but no one's going to take the treasure.
There's a lot of ethics. Check the website for everything involved.
So geocaching's been around a long time. We want to know your geocaching stories, whether it's with an iPhone app or otherwise. So you can send that to us at appjudgment@revision3.com, as well as multiple places online, including...
Oh, we've got the Twitter, we've got the Facebooks, we've got the YouTubes, and you can email us directly at appjudgment@revision3.com.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.